You've got it on the record, back in 1982 that they said at the time, hey, his alibi, that doesn't add up. We weren't having drinks with him that night. But now they're asking these people about something that happened almost 40 years ago. So how impactful is this?
A lot of the evidence, in this case, actually follows the same trajectory. It has a big leap, a big gap in time between the time it actually occurred, or when people remember it, versus the time it actually, sees the jury. Actually, from the time the jury even heard opening statements in this case to the time that they're actually hearing the evidence, there's been a 14-month delay due to COVID. So this is a case where the evidence simply, stems from a long time ago. And you're going to have to rely on what people remember, how well they remember it, how sincerely they remember it, and in which occasion. You hear here the declarant indicating that she absolutely did not have dinner with him that time, and she's very certain. When she's examined on it again and again, she stands her ground. So ultimately, this is a case where we're going to have to deal with aged evidence, and with aged evidence comes a number of conundrums, a number of issues, but this court seems to be moving through it no matter what.
I mean, and here's the other thing. I just want our viewers to remember that this trial right now is about Susan Berman's death. It's not about Kathy Durst's disappearance. So looking at, kind of the question marks around the mayor being an alibi, how much does this really add up? Because, I mean, Durst tries to explain it away by saying, hey, I just wanted to get police off of my back because I was worried.
Right. And, I'm local to this county. I'm local to this jurisdiction. I practice in the same court. And I'll tell you this, the word around town is that the prosecution here has to prove 3 different murders. And actually, they own up to that. In opening statements, they indicate this is a case where we're going to prove 3 different homicides, ultimately to get 1 conviction.
All right, so this really could be more impactful than we may have imagined, even though it is far removed.
Absolutely. I mean, I've been maintaining this is the case of the year. It's a notorious case. It's a notorious defendant. There are multiple, productions about it, a documentary, a movie, and ultimately a high-profile case. It's got all the elements of a high-profile case, and it's currently pending, which is, this many years later, quite fascinating.
Yeah, absolutely.